This is Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Hundreds of people from across Canada and the U.S. are in Onion Lake Cree Nation this weekend to take part in a massive powwow. The sights and sounds of Aboriginal heritage are on display this weekend. More than 800 dancers and drummers from across Canada and the U.S. are attending the Onion Lake powwow.
I dance for my family, I dance for the people, and I dance for everybody.
Powwows are one of the most important traditions in Aboriginal culture. It's a gathering of its people where they sing, dance, and socialize, all while honoring their culture.
It's an honor to hold this event. It brings back our people together as a whole, our culture, our being as First Nations people.
Prizes were handed out for the best male and female dancers, as well as the drummers. The two-day event wrapped up Sunday. Bud Miller was singing a different tune today compared to its usual high-energy family activities. The park will host a new outdoor yoga class for the rest of the summer so people can take advantage of our great weather while getting a great workout. Elise Cox has more.
Inhale up into upward dog.
Nature was the backdrop for this outdoor yoga class and created a setting like no other.
Honestly, it's an amazing experience to have the sound of the water and the breeze and the sun and the fresh air guiding you through your practice. It's unlike any other yoga experience I've had.
And it goes back to yoga's roots.
In yoga, we talk a lot about grounding down and connecting to the earth. Well, you're right out in the elements when you're doing outdoor yoga. So you're like fully embracing the whole spirit of yoga by being outside.
The outdoor class got yoga enthusiast Mallory Wirtz curious as to what it was like.
Wanted to try outdoor yoga and I knew it was going to be nice this weekend. I've been wanting to do something physical.
But she left with a new perspective.
I like it. It was nice out today and it kind of adds to relaxation of it. I thought like yoga is more about the breathing and the relaxation, but this is more of breathing, relaxation, and a workout kind of all involved in it.
Which is exactly what benefits the class is used to achieve.
I find that yoga is a workout like no other because you really have that mind-body connection. You're working on building your strength and your flexibility, but you also leave feeling so much more relaxed and calm. And that's a benefit that you don't necessarily find in other workouts or in other sports.
The class is expected to run throughout the summer.
I'm hoping to be able to take full advantage of all the nice weather that we have for the limited amount of time that we have left.
And if you're interested in participating,
all you need is a yoga mat and a smile.
Elise Cox, Newcap News.
Well, car enthusiasts were in auto heaven this weekend. Lions Park turned into a massive parking lot on Saturday. Dozens of classic vehicles were on display for the Lloydminster Auto Club's car show.
What do you think of the car show?
Yeah, it's great. I found a car I want to buy.
The event has been going on for more than 30 years, according to the organizer. He says there's just about something about vintage cars that brings back good memories.
It's a guy thing. Either we're having our second childhood or we're down memory lane on our original childhood.
As far as which vehicle is Tony's favorite besides his own?
There are so many beautifully restored and prepared vehicles. I couldn't pick one out. I'm sorry.
Money raised from the event goes towards a scholarship fund for high school students looking to enter a trade involving vehicles. Well, Emmett joining me on the desk, and I saw that story, and I just thought, you know, maybe he wants to shop before hibernation this winter.
It's a little while. I saw moose this weekend, actually, on the side of the road. Not quite a bear, though.
Oh, okay. Well, still interesting to see on the side of the road.
A great game last night, too, in sports. Looking ahead, the league-leading Lloydminster Vandals played their final regular season game at Armstrong Field. Standing in the way of an undefeated season were the 4-1 Grand Prairie Drillers. The Vandals came into the game saying they needed a quick start, and they did just that. Devon Harper gets the home team on the board first with a rushing TD in the red zone. Green and black jump out to a 21-0 lead before the Drillers claw back. Wild Bill Quintal punches one in. Then check this play out. Off the Drillers kickoff, there's no room around the D, so Vandals try to leap the defender and hoofs him in the face. The Drillers score 13 in the second to make it 21-13 with 1:30 left in the half. But the Vandals shift the momentum back in their favor. Jared Velo finds Jordan Preeb all alone in the end zone with just 7.9 seconds left, 28-13 game. Third quarter, Drillers looking for the comeback. Nathan Aldred looks deep and finds the Vandals' Matt Loveseth. Perfect grab, and he's got some moves to show off. Fakes the handoff, then busts out the slick spinorama before being brought down. The Homeboys wrap up the game with 8 minutes left. Jared Velo dishes to Devon Harper to put the Vandals up 34-16. They go on to win 42-16. Undefeated season, outscoring an opponent's 262-52. They get a bye. How does that feel, Eddie Scheppel?
Man, there's no description for it, man. First time in Vandals history. We're glad to be a part of it. A lot of our guys were here for the first time, and we're just glad to bring it home for Lloydminster. We came in confident, but there were some points in that game where we never doubted ourselves, but we knew that we had to dig in. And just coming out with the win on this one, it's just, there's no expression for it.
The top young soccer players from around the region are heading to Meadow Lake next weekend for the Saskatchewan Summer Games.
For the past month, the boys and girls have been doing 4 to 5 sessions a weekend, trying to get to know their teammates and learn a new way to play the game.
Most of these players haven't played 11v11 before, so they get them learning the phases of play, learning the defenders, midfielders, forwards, just to get used to playing 11v11.
Early on, the coaches noticed a great response from the kids.
Technical and mentally, they seem to be able to push themselves a lot better, making smarter decisions.
We play pretty good as a team and stuff.
The boys' team may be one of the youngest teams in the games, but that relative inexperience is not a concern to the coaches.
We were taking the best that came out for tryouts, and it just so happened that they were the young players.
And with the talent they'll field, the boys are setting their goals high.
Skill-wise, I think they'll compete. We're a young team, a small team, so size-wise that might be an issue, but skill-wise definitely up there for the competition.
I really want to see how we compare to other teams from around the province, and I think it'll be really interesting. I think we have a good chance of winning it.
The girls appear to have a contending team, but are a little more tepid in their predictions.
Just to have fun, compete, just to have an experience of lifetime, I guess. You only get one opportunity, so to do my best always.
The girls begin the round robin on Monday the 30th. The boys begin on Thursday, August 2nd.
The Lloydminster Betcave Rebels had to wait a little bit longer than expected, but they are now U16 provincial champions. The playoffs were postponed after poor weather in Stony Plain last weekend, but the girls were able to keep their momentum alive to snag another Alberta crown. The girls now head to Brantford from August 8th until the 12th for nationals. After losing his first professional MMA fight at UFC 140 in Toronto last year, local fighter Mitch Clark was looking for redemption at UFC 149 in Calgary last night. While Clark came closer, he still came out on the wrong end of the scorecard, dropping a split decision to Anton Kuvainen. Clark now drops to 9-2 in his professional career. That's your first look at Newcap Sports. Stay tuned for more news and weather after the break. We leave you now with the Newcap Sports Play of the Week. Fourth quarter of yesterday's Vandals game. Jared Velo and Devon Harper put the game out of reach thanks to a brilliant pitch and run play. The Vandals won 42-16 to finish the season undefeated and earn a bye into the Alberta Football League semifinals in a few weeks' time. That's your look at Newcap Sports. Stay tuned for more news and weather after the break.
Anyways, that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.
Good night.
Wardrobe consultations and clothing provided by Cliff Rose for Clothes,